So I wanted to start today. This is Adria. Before we jump in with the angels, sharing a little bit about what's happening in the learning spaces with the angels, because I don't often remember to share that, and today I did. I do have an email list and a website for those of you who like to engage that way, and I am aware that that limits to a certain generational group, which I'm in. So try to remember to share in venues like this one too. So upcoming projects, very excited. I also channel Lemurians, not usually in this context, but I'm channeling some books, and through a traditional publisher, that's just about, my first book with them is just about to go into production. So that is, some of you have read Why Did Lemuria Fall? So it's essentially that book plus two others combined into one volume. The other two themes are Lemurian crystals, how to work with them and access the knowledge in Lemurian crystals. And the third part in this book is about human relationships, interweaving the divine perspective in human relationships. Oh my gosh, and then live every Friday with angel transmissions, which you're welcome to join at any time through my website. The angels are talking about new galactic information that's activating in us. Ooh, this is very fun, very in the moment. We're just now starting to have these activations and learn about what they are and how to bring those galactic parts of ourselves online. So you're welcome to join that anytime. And that's going to become a book shortly, but it's still in process. So we're not there yet. And the last thing that I want to mention is I just put out an email, and I'll put this in the comments after this recording today too, that there's 3 courses that are half off this week for a summer sale. One has 2 exercises around how to navigate change, because there's a lot of change right now. Some of it maybe you asked for and some of it you didn't, so some angelic tools for that. And then there are 2 online courses about interdimensional travel and changing your own timeline. So if any of those sound fun, check it out. Okay, so today is Angel Update. This is Adria. I'm a conscious channel of Angels Raphael and Ariel. And in this context, they like to tell us what's up for humankind right now. And so I will turn it over to them. I don't think they're going to be answering questions live today. That's my sense, but feel free to type any questions you have, because if they don't answer them today, they may answer in a short YouTube video or some other mode. So feel free to ask. And hello to everyone in the chat. I'm just scanning that for a moment. This is Angel Raphael. Good. So we embark on a new era for humankind. We did touch upon this last month, but we'd like to deepen this theme of what does it mean to be at the pivot point of such, for the human race, such a profound and implementing moment of change. So when there's going to be a huge change like this, there are lifetimes, eras of planning, and you've been part, many of you, of those. And then there is the operational shift, which is like the turning of a gear or the turning of a page. A bit messy, a bit unfocused. Until the next page is down and you can read it, it feels like a transitory moment. Wait, where's the information? And when the gear is shifting, there's noise and movement, and you don't necessarily can't orient to where you are in time and space. So many of you are feeling this disorientation. Where's the information? Where's my orientation in time and space? And we are working through this channel and many others to give you tools and information to help you access your own knowing seamlessly, easily through this time. This is not meant to be shock and awe in terms of your experience as a human evolving at this time. You have many resources, angelic, galactic, your own knowing, to seamlessly become what you now are. So this new human expression is yours. It's yours to play out. And therefore, you do know the rules, even though they're not perhaps accessible in the way the mind wants them right now. We understand that can bring frustration. But please trust yourself. Our main message today is that you do know. So trust your instinctual knowing and these flashes of insight, inspiration, newness. They may feel disorienting. You may not quite know what the anchor point is for a little while. But you have what you need when you need it, right? If someone were to tell you the whole play-by-play, blow-by-blow, the next 10 years and what you're going to have for dinner and lunch and what you're going to wear and who you're going to meet and where you're going to travel, maybe it's interesting for those of you who are anxious about what's coming in general, what's coming in life, for the future, for the world. Maybe it's interesting to have it all play-by-play written out, but mostly it's just not as fun, not as alive as being where you are in the moment you're in. Because also when you are where you are in the moment you're in, you can change. If you are in a long forecast, teleprompt of 10, 20 years, here's what's going to happen exactly, you don't give yourself the agency to flow and change and experience. So the rawness of experience is part of the human condition, for better or for worse. You get to experience life. That's why you're here, one of the reasons why you're here. So if you can trust that these flashes that you have are perhaps enough for where you are right now. If you have a flash of insight or a new gift that's coming or a new way of seeing, savor that and be with that, and not necessarily need to know, yes, but what are all the insights I'm going to have for the next 5, 12 years? They're going to be so much. You are expanding as a human so rapidly. Your mind would quite literally explode to hold all of that right now, the awareness of all that is changing and about to change in you. So each human going through such rapid evolution, you may to others and yourself look more or less the same from the outside. But even that begins to shift. You see a new quality of light in your eyes, or a new knowing, or something is just subtly there that wasn't there before. So please trust that you are at the center of this, which means you are the one who knows. You are the one who gets to access the insight and the change right now. So don't wait for this long mental list of what is it, how do we categorize it, how do we list it out, how do we know what it's called. You can give it whatever name you like. The more important is to feel the brilliance, the fun, the nuance of what is it right now in this moment, and to be alive to that. Knowledge that someone else has given claim to, a name to, a fame to, and you're trying to catch up or match yourself to them. It's a little stale, right? Even if it is concurrent news. Your way of perceiving the world is the most alive. And so we do want you to hear from the angelic that we honor your human knowing right now at the turning point. So yes, it's a bit of a mess. Yes, it's a turn of the page and a turning of the gears. And even within that, there is tremendous opening insight. If you've always been facing, let's say, one way out the driver's seat in your car, and every once in a while you sit in the back or the passenger, you see different things, right? Or if you're in your room and you always sit at one place at the dining table or one place at your desk, and then you move spaces in the room, it opens up a whole bunch of different colors, insights, and similarly, this change, even though it's a moment of great change and it will settle again into something that feels perhaps like a level playing field again, but even in the moment of great change, there's things to see and notice that won't be there again when you've settled. So don't try to jump forward to what's this going to be like? What's the end point? There's no end, you just keep going. So enjoy what's out the window right this hour and what's within you. What is the beautiful, messy, alive human expression in you right now? And celebrate that as you are. The angels do. We're not waiting for you to become something else in order to celebrate the humanity in you. Angels did not come here to overlord or be above you, and so we don't consider ourselves more divine. The human expression is quite complete, and it's evolving. So you get to be in this moment of tremendous, profound, shocking change, and know that you know what you need to know when you need to know it. So don't be alarmed if the mind doesn't know where this is headed. You just tell the mind, let me just feel in my heart space right now. What is it right now? Oh, it's the exhilaration of change. Okay. All right. Yeah, it sure is. And maybe that's all you need to know right at this hour, at this time in history. So looking back, yes, you can tell your children and grandchildren, you can write your stories about what it was like to be alive right now. But if you're not in the now point, you're going to miss what it's like to be alive right now. So you don't need to jump to what's the historical view of this. Looking back, what we will say this time is about, and looking forward, where are we getting to? What is it all going to look like when it's fully realized in me, in us? So we do encourage you to live this in the present. Don't miss out, because this is, again, we'll use the word revolutionary here, meaning you're revolving. It's a revolutionary time. You're revolving in time and space. You are evolving in terms of your genetics, in terms of your cellular structure, in terms of your genetic imprint as it expresses through you in life. And yes, we'll give, for those of you who have interest in that, many more hours of content about what we mean by all that. And if you just want the overview, why not just live it? Just have this 5 minutes of overview context, and to tell you that your own knowing is where it's at. Angels don't know this time better than you. We guide you and assist as best we are able, and we are not in the driver's seat, you are. So you have this tremendous opportunity to live this momentous time in history. And momentous times in history happen moment by moment. So please don't jump ahead needing to know what's next, where is this all going. Experience it, live it, and that's how you drive the car, right? We're not on auto driver or autopilot just yet as a society, and also we hope that you never go on autopilot in terms of your spiritual self and your lived expression of the planet. So time to wake up into now and stop catapulting yourself into some future. What's it going to look like? Or trying to look back from historical perspective. What will I call this time? Just live it. It's a wonderful evolutionary mess, and we mean that in the most beautiful sense. Nothing's going wrong by mess. We just mean it's alive, like a plot of space in the garden. It's a big mess. There's a lot going on. There's growth, there's death, there's integration, there's insects. There's life at every level, and evolution and change and life cycles and all of this right now. So to try to synthesize and condense it into a mental list is missing the point. You miss the vantage point of now. Good, beautiful. So that's enough for today. We did want to keep it short. And please do honor yourself. That is the request from the angels. Okay, this is Adria. They're asking me to stop, so see you again next month or next week if you're in the transmissions, and enjoy the lived life.